All right. So this school program, you guys, I am one of 3 realtors in all of Las Vegas that has partnered with the teachers union. So this is super exciting. We are going to be able to get special access to the schools and be able to go in and hold what's called a teacher open house. And in this teacher open house, we will have each agent that is in the program will have 3 schools assigned to them, and they will be required to be in these 3 schools 3 times a month. So 9 visits a month, doing 9 open houses a month. Now, from this, our goals and our past sales history has been 30 deals a month between the 3 agents. So this has the potential to be a very, very awesome, huge opportunity to anybody who actually commits. So I do want to let you guys know that this is not an open invitation. I am going to be hosting and holding interviews for the agents that decide to jump on this program. So the strengths that you need to have is you need to be organized. You need to be good at follow-up. You need to have that free time midday, anywhere from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. to do the open houses. It would be preferable that you're a full-time agent because this is going to fill your pipeline with leads and a lot of business. So being an agent that has that free time would be awesome. And if you guys have kids, even better, we can get you in your kids' schools if that's something that interests you. So that's a huge plus. And you guys need to really be on top of your follow-up and be using your CRM. We have 3 different systems that you will be using. One of them is called CCEA, and this is an amazing program that will be able to track all of your conversations that you've had with everybody, all of your leads and everything, and be able to communicate with me what's going on in your business day to day, how the open houses are going and everything. Another one is called Asana, where this is a project management system where you will have, you guys, this is going to be a step-by-step automated, here's the program, just show up and follow up and you will get business. This is what it is. Okay. And Asana is going to tell you step-by-step how to work this program, exactly what to do when you get to the schools and everything. Obviously, I will be there to help train you and get you set up. And then you will be able to, run the business the way that you want it and be in the schools at the times and the places that make sense to you. So like I said, you need to be organized. You need to have a great follow-up game. You need to have the free time during the week to visit these schools, preferably a full-time agent. And again, follow up. So we're heading into a recession. Many realtors will quit. And this is, and go back to their regular 9 to 5. This is a great time to actually get a solid lead system up and running with you. If you don't have a regular lead source and you are struggling to find that balance and kind of maybe just want somebody to tell you where to be and what to do, this program is for you. Now there's a massive opportunity here and I need you guys to see the bigger picture. So you might want to focus on getting that regular lead source up and running before we, enter into an official recession. I know business is picking up this month, but I think it's just a lot of people who have been waiting from last year and then coming into this year, being like, well, I'm just going to buy, because everybody knows last year Q4 was dead, completely dead. If you guys had listings, I'm sure you were struggling. I know that a lot of mine were struggling, but all 4 of them went under contract the second week of January while I was on vacation. So that's another tip. I always tell agents, go on vacation, you'll get a ton of business. Always happens at the wrong time. But yeah, so you need to see the massive opportunity here. This will set you guys up for years to come as far as business. I know, Mark, you've said that you've been in schools doing some different promotions in schools. I'd be curious to talk to you and see what exactly you got done there and how it was. But if you're struggling to set structure for yourself and get the ball rolling, guys, this is the answer to all of your problems. You need to zoom out and look at the bigger picture here. If you don't like cold calling, if you like having a schedule, if you like being around kids, if you like getting involved in the community, and if you like making money and doing deals, this is going to be the program for you. Okay. So you got to build that pipeline and let it mature. So we do like to see each person will be assigned one school in the beginning. And from there, they will be assigned more schools as we see that you are progressing in the program and following the steps. You can get a maximum of 5 schools, and you will need to visit each school 3 times per month. So we like to see a couple different ways to visit an open house as possible. You could do like a teacher open house, like I talked about. You could do a volunteer opportunity where you help out in the classrooms with the teachers. I mean, if you guys love kids, this is perfect. Or if you guys have kids, it's perfect to even get more involved in the program. Hold on, somebody asked a question. Let me look at the chat. We need to be one homes. I mean, no, this is great for new agents. So Rashida asked if you need to have 1 to 2 homes sold before you can enter the school program. So the school program, since there is a referral fee and to what I'm dealing with for the $6,000 a month, the deals will be in my name. So I will be hand holding with you guys if you are a newer agent. And we will discuss on an individual basis as far as how that program will roll out with you in it. But like I said, we're only admitting 3 agents at first, and from there we will grow the program. And it is required that if you guys are in the program and you don't have experience, you will need to hop onto the mentorship program so that I can guide you and make sure to oversee everything that you guys are doing. Let me just see where Denise is. So Denise is one of the realtors that, oh, hi, Colette. Denise is one of the realtors that has already been doing this program. She started prior to the pandemic and was the only realtor in this program for the past 3 years before they brought me and another agent on. She has a highly functioning, high producing team. Actually, she has a few across the US. So her processes and everything are the things that we will be following to get you guys launched and successful very quickly in this program. And I do really highly encourage you guys really listen in and lean into what she's saying today, because this is a massive opportunity. And being able to go into these schools and help these teachers, we will also be able to offer the $7,500 teacher credit, which is one of the hooks that you will be, oh, here she is one of the hooks that you will be offering to the teachers. So $7,500 off their landing. Hi, Denise. I can't hear you.
Hello, Lauren.
Hi. All right, everybody. This is Denise Klein from the Klein team. She is part of EXP and she is amazing. We all have so much to learn from her. So she is going to give you a little bit of intro into what she has been doing in this program and how we plan to execute and what you guys can expect in the interviews in the next week.
Awesome. Well, good morning, everyone. Lauren, thank you so much for letting me join you this morning. I am Denise Klein. And so I am a native Las Vegas, born and raised here. And I often am most known for that I've been in the real estate business for 50 years. Look at me. Do I look like I could be in the business for 50 years? Raise your hand if you say yes. I'm checking all.
No way.
Thank you, Lauren.
No way.
That's it. That is true. I am the daughter of a real estate agent. And so my mom started in real estate while I was in high school. And I swore there is no way I'm ever going to sell real estate. So what happens when you tell your mom you're not going to do something? Someone come off of mute? Tell me what happens.
You do it anyways.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You do it anyways. And that's exactly what happened. So I started in real estate in 1984. I started out as an entry-level secretary for a national title company, and I worked my way up to being an escrow officer, and then over from being an escrow officer, I noticed these people walking around, and they went to lunch, and they made friends. They drove great cars. I'm like, who are those people? And come to find out, they were sales reps for title companies. I thought, that is the life. And so I switched over to being into sales. And throughout my career, I ran operations. I was part of many projects that you see. Anyone know where Red Rock is? Red Rock communities. I was part of the community, part of the team that took down all that land for Sunrise Colony, did all the construction loans, did all the sellouts. Any of you drive on the 215 ever? I worked with the Clark County right away in taking down all those properties, relocating them, and making sure that Clark County had all the access they needed to do the Beltway from beginning to end. And so I could go on and on. And the only reason I tell you this is just to say I've been around for a bit. I've been part of thousands and thousands and thousands of transactions and hundreds of exciting projects. But in 2003, I had 2 teenagers, and who knew teenagers were more work than babies. So I decided that I wanted to go in real estate. I'd spent my career working with broker owners, with brokers. We really didn't have teams when I started. But over time, working with teams, single agents, part-time, full-time, hobbyists, commercial, residential, and doing just one thing, building businesses that would thrive in any economic environment. That's what I did. That's where I built a career. And as I got into real estate, I just took the same mentality with me that says, educate people, give them enough information about their questions, and then you'll never have to worry about having a business that will survive or thrive. And for a lot of people on this call, you haven't seen a market like we're in right now. And some of you have. And this market is a market that I promise you is a market you can be hugely successful in. But we've got to think of 3 things. And so businesses exist for 3 reasons. So if you'd be willing to write this down, it might be helpful because I'm here to provide value for you. The first reason your business exists is to build profits. Build profits. Now understand that's not gross commission. That's the cost of doing business tied to that. The second reason businesses exist is to wow people, wow them. And the third is to build a business that you have the life that you want. And so over time and over decades, I've always been an expert at finding opportunities. And so today I come to you as the director for our CCEA contract. And so you'll know it as Agent Connect NV. That's what you'll hear it as. I had the first 3-year contract with the CCEA, which is a negotiated contract between the Clark County School District and their union. And the union felt that there was an opportunity for their members to use real estate to fund their retirement. So I want you to think about that as we're having this conversation this morning, is that really the opportunity is for you to be a certified CCEA agent, where you go into the schools during school hours, typically, but not always, they can put us wherever they want, but typically in the teacher's lounge, and we get to work with teachers on how real estate impacts their retirement. And so with that being said, I'm curious and asking you to come off of mute so I can get to know you better. What do you think real estate has to do with your retirement? What do you think? Debbie, it seems like you're off of mute.
I don't know. Can you just repeat the question one more time? You said, how does real estate affect retirement?
Impact retirement. Yeah.
It can be in a lot of ways. Sometimes people as agents just are focusing on the here and now and trying to work on what's going on with their typical transactions at that time and not really having a strategy for retirement. I know that's one thing that happens quite often. So you have to have a better plan for retirement.
I love that, Debbie. And it really just walks into the conversation that says the only hope any of us have of the retirement we deserve is to have a 0 housing debt, right? And so with teachers, sometimes we think, oh my gosh, they have this retirement. However, in real life, that retirement by itself is not enough. And so as we sit down and we start to talk to teachers in this environment, they're very interested. They're interested in talking to us about exactly that. So I wanted to give you some numbers real quick of what's happened over the last 2 weeks in our schools. So let me open this up real quick. So in the second half of January, we have been into 20 open houses. We call these teacher open houses. And during that open houses, one of the things that we do to attract them over to us is we have a raffle for $100 for an Amazon gift card. Do you think that teachers are interested in resource themselves in the classroom? Yeah, absolutely. And so they come over and we register, and then we just ask a really simple question. Hey, do you own or do you rent? Many of them, especially in our elementary school, so hey, I rent. Well, if I could show you a way you could own, would you be interested? And the answer is always
yes.
exactly. And ladies and gentlemen, we call that an appointment. And so at that time, hey, I have time available on Friday. Would 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock be better for you? Awesome. Now we've set an appointment. Sometimes they say they don't want to set the appointment, but they want more information. And so if you had the opportunity in 20 open houses to have 179 people to talk to, would that be interesting to you? Raise your hand. I got to see it. I got to see. Oh my gosh. And there's a bunch of you that don't have your cameras on. I hope to see you next time. Absolutely. Look, ladies and gentlemen, real estate is a contact sport. The more contact you have, the more opportunity you have to be successful. And so the schools are a beautiful way to have that. And it's not for everybody. Like, we get it. We understand that. But if you are looking for a way to grow your business, to work with teachers, to create opportunities for your today and in the future for your business, I think you should talk to Lauren. Let me let you know that this is a very limited program. Very limited. So the ones that are really committed to building your business in 2023, raise your hand to Lauren, have a conversation. And I see a couple of hands. Muska's after my heart. She's like not waiting there. Did you see that, Lauren?
Oh yeah, no, she's been on it. She's the first one with her camera on this morning. She's been involved in the conversation. She's ready.
That's it. That's what we're looking for.
And she has 4 kiddos.
Woo! So you know a thing or two about schools,
Mhm.
if not today, but in the future. Awesome. Well, I will tell you, over 3 years, we've closed up. We signed the contract November of 2019. Does anyone know that what happened February of 2020?
Yeah.
There's this weird virus going around.
Your COVID.
And all of a sudden, parents become teachers. Who would have ever I'm lucky that wasn't me. And so we went from being able to be in the school during school hours talking to teachers to having to go into a virtual environment. And so over the next 3 years, and frankly, up to just the September, we were only allowed to be in the contract based on CCEA, the union, sending out our email once a month. And so through that, we closed 120 transactions. So in that environment, we were
Just through email, guys. You heard that correctly. Just through email, with great follow-up and great systems in place. Using the processes that she has set out for her team. They did that with just email.
Yep. And so I want to, is it okay if I share my screen, Lauren?
Yeah.
Because it's really easy for me to talk about it, but I want you to see it firsthand. And
Go
so
for it.
these are the rules, and there are rules to being part of this program, and we'll talk to you more about that. School assignments, how that all happens. You know, we are so excited to have Lauren as part of this program. Lauren and I have had the chance just over the last few months to get to know each other. And yesterday we spent some more time together. I'm like, if you like Lauren, you're probably going to like me, because we're like the same kind of person. I'm older, but you know, she's on the path to exactly what we're looking for in our next schools. So this is what we call the CCSD, CCEA Collective Bargaining Agreement, Article 5.5. So this is part of the negotiations between the union, and CCSD agreed to these terms when they agreed to their collective bargaining agreement. That includes wages, healthcare, all of those things. This was negotiated in. And when you see the word vendor, we're the vendor. So only those vendors who are designated by the association as a member benefit specialist may meet with teachers on school campuses under the following conditions. So right there, that's our access. 5.51 says this: arrangements for the visit will be made prior to the actual visit with the principal or designee, usually an office manager. Attendance at the meeting will be voluntary, meaning they can't force the teachers to come in, and communications about meeting must be clearly indicated in the attendance and states it's voluntary. The meeting must take place in a separately designated area. The office manager and the principal decide where that's at, such as an available classroom, so that teachers can choose to attend or not. Even though it says it's not lounges or workrooms, it typically is. With the exception noted in Article 28-8, a teacher can attend the meeting only during his or her duty-free lunch period or before or after the contract. Teachers may not attend the meeting during their prep period. So the magic time for us is 10:30 to 1:30. That's when teachers go to their lunches. And by the way, they stop by during their prep periods too. Listen to this. This is what Lauren has negotiated for those 3, and there's only 3 open spots right now, for those 3 agents that are going to be part of the program. She negotiated this. It's her knowledge, skill, and ability. It's as a team leader what she's brought to the table, and we can look for this to expand as well, but it really is based on results. So with the exception of 28, a teacher can attend this meeting. Oh, I already said that. No vendors except those who present a school campus is a result of the collective bargaining agreement shall be allowed on campus during school years. So we'll go into a school, for example, and we'll see another real estate agent that maybe is related to someone doing some program. We take a picture of it and we send it to our rep within our company. So Lauren, you would send that to me. And then we get to the union, and the union doesn't allow that. Based on this collective bargaining agreement, just because you're related to a teacher, if you're in one of our schools, we're not going to let that, because this is a pay to play, right? We're paying for this, right? We've been vetted. And one of the things that really has been an important part of our conversation is that we understand the needs of the association, and we understand the needs of the teachers, and we understand the needs of the school district. So this is really, in my opinion, has a moral compass to it. Like that moral compass that we talk about when you take an ethics class. And so nothing shall in these provisions shall prevent or prohibit a district employee from inviting an individual for personal or business reasons, subject to the permission of the principal. So they want their real estate agent to meet them at school. We can't stop that. To meet with district employees at school facilities, so long as such invitation does not interfere with the district employees or prohibit the district from allowing a vendor on campus in special circumstances, if approved by the associate superintendent, human resource division, in cases. However, the district will give prior notice to the visit to the association. So I've never had that happen, just for the record. Never has that happened. Upon violation of the intent of Article 5.5, the district shall notify the association of its intent to sunset this provision, all at the end of the current school year. So So this is, we just signed our next 3 years with the union. They've been so pleased with the results that we've created. And one of the things that we really talk to people about is that people own homes, they stay. Even when things get hard, they stay. And so our presence on that school campus is really moving towards reducing attrition, having teachers that have a vested interest in Las Vegas and in our communities, and therefore in their jobs, and the union and the Clark County School District. And so this morning, Lauren just and gave me the opportunity to stop by, talk to you, give you a little bit more background about what has happened, where have we been, what are we doing, and really the opportunity to find those 3 individuals that are ready today to make a big impact in the school district. So now I'd like to open it up to questions. Anyone have any questions I might answer for them?
I have it.
Okay.
My name is Lulu. So,
Hold on one second. Your name is what?
Lulu.
Hi,
It's-
Lulu. Okay.
It's Luciana Tragante. They call me Lulu. So, and so do we need a special qualification? For example, because we are dealing with kids. The reason I'm telling you, because I was working with youth one time, and then I had to go through some classes, it's kind of.
Yeah.
To,
So we identify the people that are going to work in the program. Absolutely. There's a background investigation that you'll be doing. So and that one has to do with if you're dealing with children. Our badge gets us to work with teachers without any additional background, but because we're working in and around kids, we will probably do that for you, but we'll talk to Lauren about that one-on-one, depending on the situations, Lulu.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guys, open up your mics and ask all the questions that you have. Colette.
My name's Colette.
Hey, Colette.
Hello. My question is, did I understand you to say that we could only meet with the teachers on the campus, or are we allowed to meet with them elsewhere? If
So it starts on the campus. That's how you meet them.
okay.
And then absolutely you're scheduling appointments. So we do a ton of these appointments by Zoom, in person. So whenever we're taking a listing, it's always at their home. Otherwise, lots of teachers love Zoom. They're very accustomed to it. But whenever possible, Colette, I like to get face-to-face with them in the office. This is really about building rapport, emotional connection. So it's so different than a regular open house, right, Colette? When you do a regular open house, like you have 5 closings, 5 opportunities to overcome objections, because they're going to say no, 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 yes. And so the biggest challenge that real estate agents have is they're uncomfortable with the word no. And so Colette, what I want you to write down, no equals not now. We are in a target-rich environment. Every single person you talk to will have a real estate need today or in the future. But most real estate agents want to play popcorn real estate. It pops up and I do it right now. And that's where I put all my focus and intentionality. With our teachers, we know where they are on Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. We know where they are. And so we don't have to do those 5 objection handlers. When they say no, it's just awesome. We'll be back again. And so they all get excited about getting in that raffle, and every month they can do it again.
And that's one of the huge benefits of this program, guys. What do I teach you? That you got to build rapport with people. And when you do a regular open house, it's a little bit harder. You have a short period of time. You're probably not going to see that person again. So you got to make sure to get their real contact information and all that. When you're in the schools, you're going to be in there 1, 2, 3 times a month minimum in each school. And what are you going to see? You are going to see the same faces every single month. You're going to be able to ask them, questions about your previous conversation. Oh, how's this going? How's that going? Make friends, build rapport, and you're there. You're the same person there all the time. So eventually, even if they come into the break room, and as I was talking to you guys earlier before Denise came on, the reflexive no, the reflexive objection, no, thank you, not right now. It just means not right now. So being able to be there in front of their face when it is right now, you will be their go-to agent and you will already have built that rapport with them. And therefore you will be the agent that they go to for knowledge, for questions, and to purchase the home. So this is really a huge opportunity.
And it's so fun. Like, these teachers are amazing. And we do really fun things with them. And so it's going to be a great opportunity for someone. Lauren, any questions for you, or something that you had hoped that I would cover before I say goodbye?
I think we went over a lot. I just encourage anybody for these last few minutes that Denise is on, please get on here and ask your questions.
I have a question.
Yeah. And who am I talking to?
Katrina.
Hey, Katrina, what's shaking bacon?
Hi. So I'm curious. So like, you pick 3 people. Do we all go at the same time, or do we kind of take turns? Is it specific times, like per day or per week? How many times?
Such a great question. Thank you for asking that question. It tells me that your wheels are turning about what we're talking about here. And so in the schools, it's going to be based on results. I'm going to just tell you that right now. I don't care how much I like you. This is a results-based decision. And so we will start you out with one school. And so with that one school, you are going to have a trainer that's going to come with you as you get started, and you 3 will be trainers. If I understand what Lauren's intentions are for the next people. So you remember, your hands are up and down, always. You're always have a mentor, someone around you that's growing you. Lauren is such a leader in that environment within our real estate practices. And then your hands down, how do I help someone else? So the first 3 people, we're not going to send you into schools by yourself. So you'll get the chance to see what a school open house looks like if you're chosen. Lauren, how well documented is this program and systems?
Oh, these programs, like I was telling them before you came on, these programs and systems are literally a step-by-step process on how to do it, how to be in the schools, how to close the deals, how to build rapport, exactly what to do, where to stand, what sign to hold up. Like, you guys, this is just a, here it is, just show up kind of thing, but you have to commit. And, we're going to be bringing on agents that are willing to be in these schools and be present and build the rapport and put in the work that it takes to build the relationships. But you guys, this is going to be fun. This is a great program. You're going to be around teachers, giving back to the community. It's like, it's pretty much a no-brainer. So anybody who's willing to line up for the interviews, I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So I'm looking forward to building it.
We'll have 3 times in a school. So you get one school, you have to be in there 3 times a month. So the first time you're in there is what we call a teacher open house. The second time is a volunteer event. And the third time is a PTA meeting. Now, what we're finding out as we've started back in the schools is a lot of the PTAs have disbanded. And so how could we be part of helping them get back together? Obviously, my daughters are in their 30s. And so, but when they were in school, I was PTA president. And every time I became a president of an association, it was because it was getting ready to fold. And so we're not, could we be part of helping them get that back in? Can we be part of reading weeks? Can we be part of the programs that they're going on, putting booths up, doing the dirty work? Right? Doing the stuff, not the glamour stuff. Let's let the teachers do that. Let's get in there, raise money for them, really become part of the community. So that's what we're looking for. Write this down. I think it's a really important thing to consider. Serve before opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Service, that servant heart. And, that's why this program isn't for everybody. And we recognize that. But if you are the type of person that has that servant's heart, I think this is an incredible opportunity for you.
And guys, there's room to grow in this program too. Like we said, we're going to start with 3 agents, and that's probably going to be for the remainder of this year. And those agents that do progress and do, make huge leaps and help out and do well, with this program, we're going to then make senior agents, and then you will have agents underneath you that you will be training in new schools. So this is really going to turn into a long-term leadership role. And if this is something that you've been waiting or wanting to establish in your career, in your business, this is something that you should definitely be looking into. So big things on the horizon. And I know, Denise, you're in the middle of your training. So I
am.
super
All right, everyone. It's a pleasure.
with us. Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
Thank
It's
you.
not the last time you're going to see me. All right.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
I have a question, Lauren.
Yeah, we're going to stay on it for a few minutes. I'll continue on this. What's going on?
Mentioned they get a $7,500 credit. Where coming from?
So the lenders actually have programs that we have within the CCEA program. There are lenders that offer the $7,500 credit to teachers, and it's actually a program in Nevada. So pretty much all lenders can give it. Houses for Heroes, I believe, is what it's under, or don't quote me on that. Probably should double check it. But the lenders are the ones that give the credit. It's from the
Is
state.
it only on their first purchase, or can they use it multiple times?
Multiple times.
Hi, Lauren. It's Ashley.
Hi.
Can I ask you a question too?
Yeah.
So does that mean there's like specific lenders that we have to use, or any lender can?
You are encouraged to use the lender that's also in the program, but you are not required to use them. No.
Got it. Thanks.
What else you guys got? Mark, let's hear from you. I heard you told me you've been in school selling things before. Where are you at? Are you here still? Is Mark here? There he is. I can't hear you. I see your lips moving, but I don't hear you. Anyways, guys, this is a great opportunity. So agents are going to be on this program. They're going to be held to higher standards, but you are literally going to get a step-by-step program. Be here at this time, bring this treat, bring a cookie of this size. Like, it is a step-by-step program. And if you guys are struggling to get your business off the ground, want to get involved, this is the program for you. So if you want to start in the interview process or want to find out more in being on that one-on-one interview list with me, please reach out, send me a text message. I do want to also let you guys know, since I am paying $6,000 a month to be in this program, there will be a 35% referral fee to the program itself, and then your first transaction will be split with me. Then second generation transactions are 10%, and then you're off to the races. Everything else for after that is yours and yours only, and each person that you close should equal at least one deal per year from each person that you've ever closed a deal with. So think about that. If we're collectively doing 30 deals a month through this program, and that's just what Denise has done with her team, 30 deals a month, you should be getting that many deals a month from each person in a referral from here on out. If you follow up and do everything properly, and if you do not know how to do that properly or do not have a follow-up sequence, I do have a training program. The Inner Circle Mentorship Program teaches you exactly another step-by-step program on how to follow up with your sphere of influence. So after being here for almost an hour and a half, I would encourage you guys to ask your last questions if you have any. And if not, I will wrap this up and then let you know when I will be executing the interview. So any questions?
Yeah, Lauren, could you go over I heard the 35% referral fee, and then the first transaction, I think you said 50-50, but then I didn't catch the other numbers.
Yes. And then so the first generation referral. So say you close on a teacher, that's
Okay.
35% referral to the program, which is the teachers union. So
Okay.
that's what pays to keep us in the schools. So we
Okay.
get badges, we get access to the schools, we are part of the teachers union.
Okay.
And that first transaction, since I'm going to be handholding on my time, I'm going to be spending a ton of time in the schools with you guys. The first transaction is split 50-50 with me. And then the referrals from after that are just the regular mentorship, 10%.
Okay, and 10%,
already
and then we
wants
still
to
have to do the 10% to Randy on all these. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Got
And
it.
This is,
Thank
this
you for
is a team structure program. And this is basically a be here at this time and you'll make money. Okay, and we put a lot of money and time and effort into building these processes and systems for you. This opportunity is unmatched as far as anything that I've ever seen in real estate. So this is a great opportunity for you guys to be a part of. Any more questions?
Now, and we'll get a good comparison of what's going on. I hope it doesn't crash the live stream, but